With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back, trackside once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network tonight. The Blown Piston Racing League Clash Series presented to you by Banner Construction fires things off for the first time in their season number 2 championship rundown. That's right, we've got 7 races to decide who will walk away with the big boy trophy at the end of the year. But first, we'll kick things off for the chase right here at Pocono Raceway. The Tricky Triangle gonna host the Tricky 60 here tonight. How you doing? How you feeling out there in TV land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave of the Cave, bringing you all the calls from trackside. This 2.5 mile tricky little track is going to give a lot of drivers some trouble here tonight. I would assume these new next-gen cars, nobody really knows how they're going to handle going down into these corners. So look for these drivers to make some big changes after qualifying in that warm-up period, the final shakedown before we set the field for the green flag. 60 laps in tonight's race. First stage will come to a close at the end of lap number 16. Stage number 2 closing out at a lap number 40. Going to set up a short shootout to the end in the checkered flag. Qualifying already 2 minutes rolling off of the stopwatch of the 5-minute qualifying session. Who's going to walk away with the U.S. Veterans Pole Award here tonight? Nobody turning in a time lap as of yet. We'll get that information over to the left-hand side of your screen as soon as drivers start to cross that finish line, and lo and behold, just like that, they're going to begin to throw down some times. And quick time here at Pocono belongs to Anthony Keys in the 14 Fast Ford Mustang. Going to go 53.80 for the fast time. Halfway through qualifying, 10 drivers already on the speed charts, multiple drivers, multiple chase drivers still yet to put into their time lap. Max Williams, Jason Branch, Kenny McCullough, Christopher McCullough, as well as Jacob Drift, Brandon Fries, Jimmy McKee, Andrew Mraz, Roger Rios yet to put in a time lap. Ken, the 14 of Keys, keep it at the top of the speed charts here. We've got 3 minutes off of the stopwatch. Now just 2 minutes remain here in the U.S. Veterans Pole Award qualifying session. And there it is, that 52 Chevy ZL1 Camaro back to the point once again. It's becoming a familiar theme here on Sundays to find Kevin Dick sitting up at the top of the speed charts. He's going to take that fast time away with a 53.45, snatching the U.S. Veterans Pole Award with just a minute and a half remaining in this 5-minute qualifying session. Does anybody have anything to put a stop to the winning streak that 52 is on? He's going for his 6th straight win here tonight at Pocono Raceway with the Balloon Piston Racing League over the 2 series. 3 straight wins on the truck side of things on Friday nights. 2 back-to-back wins here in the Cup Series, looking for his 3rd in a row. Can he make it a double three-peat this week with the Balloon Piston Racing League Class Series presented to you by Banner Construction? Final 45 seconds rolling off the stopwatch, and it doesn't look like anybody's going to have anything to do with the fast time laid down by Kevin Dick. The Facebook Custom Paints and Die-Cast Machine will walk away from the track here in qualifying with the U.S. Veterans Pole Award. Brandon Fries tries to get there, but just comes up short. The 60 of Christopher McCullough right there as well. He's going to knock himself into the top 5, but just falls short of taking that U.S. Veterans Pole Award. In the back pocket of Kevin Dick is a little bit of a payday. Job well done, and as these final few seconds roll off the stopwatch, well, we're going to get ready to head to a quick commercial break, then trackside for the national anthem. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular their bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Backtrack side here for the Tricky 60 at Pocono Raceway. 5-minute shakedown session underway for the Lone Piston Racing League Class Series presented by Banner Construction. Chase race number 1 here tonight, race fans. Who's going to separate themselves early with a win here and lock themselves into that second round? We've had a rash of first-time winners this season. Just 2 drivers getting to victory lane multiple times here before heading into this championship chase. So will we see a fresh face in this championship cutoff grid? And this championship maybe I'll spit it out. Sweet 16 grid. Get the victory lane for the first time. Multiple drivers out there with an opportunity. Jason Branch, Jeremy Brooks. How about Max Williams? Maybe we'll see the wily veteran Jim Thorndike get to victory lane. He's in this championship Sweet 16, yet to get to victory lane. And as we find ourselves with a little bit of time on our hands, what do you say we go ahead and pull up some of those championship standings coming into tonight's race? Let you follow along with how things are beginning to take shape as we run for the season hardware. It all begins right here tonight at Pocono. Leading that championship Sweet 16 grid is the driver that's been to victory lane more than any other this season. 3 race wins in his back pocket has got him sitting at the top of the standings coming into tonight's race. Roger Rios right there, 2 wins in his back pocket. Andrew Moore, Andrew Moraz, Anthony Keys will round out your top 5. Got to go all the way down there. Look at that 8th position. Jeremy Brooks in the 53 machine. All of these drivers right around each other, all in this grid line, all locked up with those 2,000 points. You've got 7 drivers above that great 8 cutoff line, and a lot is going to change after tonight's race here at Pocono Raceway. Can round 1, race 1, shape our eventual final 4. Some tough battles still being had outside of this championship 16. You can look all the way down there with Ryan Nicoletta and John Finley. They're still mixing it up for positions in this season standing. Scott Wise right there in 19th as well, 10 points out of that battle. He's going to lose a little bit of ground in the standings with a 1 race suspension due to unapproved adjustments. Car getting shook down by the R&D department, finding something they didn't like and agree with, and unfortunately a 1 race suspension is what was handed down. Scott Wise will watch from the sideline as this championship round kicks off. Corbin Simmons, Braden Staub, they're embroiled in a battle for a spot inside the top 20 in the overall point standings. Drivers, keep this in mind, race fans. Drivers that are knocked out of the championship chase will revert back to pre-championship point standings. So take Davala. How about Ryan Nicoletta, John Finley? I apologize. How about those 2 drivers? They have the opportunity to race all the way up to 5th at the end of this season. So just because you're out of the chase doesn't mean you are out of a solid top 5 finishing in the overall standings by the time we finish things out here in the Balloon Piston Racing League's Clash Series. So a lot on the line for these drivers to run for week in, week out. Kevin Dick, fastest once again in this short little 5-minute shakedown period. He's going to lead the charge at the top of the speed charts. Brandon Fries, Andrew Moore, Max Williams, Christopher McCullough right there, top 5. Only 8 drivers elected to make changes to go out and shake down these next-gen machines. Looks like most of the field content to start with what they have, ready to run what they brung here tonight from Pocono. As we wind down the final few seconds, let's jump a little bit closer to the track. A lot of beautiful scenery here around Pocono Raceway. This 2.5-mile track can fit, at least 3 or 4 other tracks inside of it if it wanted to. There you can see a handful of these drivers making their way around the track for the final time as the checkered flag flies. Red and checkered flag flying here in this final warm-up session. That's going to be all. Drivers will head down pit road, and we will get set to fire things off here tonight to start the chase. It begins now here at the Tricky Triangle. Pocono Raceway will bring a heck of a night to us here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. You gotta ask yourself, does anybody have anything for Kevin Dick? As we mentioned earlier, in qualifying, he's looking for his 6th win in a row across 2 separate series here with the Blown Piston Racing League. Does anybody have anything for the man on a tear? We'll have to wait to see how the drivers fare here tonight, as most of them begin to make their way to their starting positions. This is what they've run for all year. Ready to run down a championship trophy as the bells begin ringing in the background. Final few drivers make through pre-race inspection. You know the sounds, you know it's time to run down tonight's starting lineup right here at the Tricky 60 Chase Race number 1. Rolling off of the starting grid inside row number 1, your U.S. Veterans Pole Award winner, the 52 of Kevin Dick. Just to his outside, the 77 of Andrew Moore. Brandon Fries and Christopher McCullough making up row 2. Row number 3 here tonight, the 14 of Anthony Keys and Andrew Lutz. Kenny McCullough, Tyler Davala back in row 4. Row number 5, the 8 of Max Williams, followed by the 99 of Jimmy McKee, rounding out your top 10, the 4X Racing driver Casey Duncan. The 17 machine will start inside row number 6 with the 15 Drift King right beside him in 12th. Inside row number 7 to 53 of Jeremy Brooks, followed by the 13 of Jim Thorndike. John Finley, Jason Branch back in row 8. Row number 9 here tonight, the 47 of Braden Stab and the 37 of Frank Reese. Anthony Hanley, Andrew Mraz will round out your top 20. We've got Roger Rios, and I believe Michael Sham in the 26 machine will round out the field here tonight. Scott Wise serving a 1-race suspension. He will be over helping out, pulling some probationary duties with the admin and race control team here tonight. Base car will duck off as the music fades. These engines will come to life and we will get things fired off for the first time here tonight from Pocono Raceway. Kevin Dick hits the loud pedal of the boss man and flag stand. Green flag flies for the first time here tonight. Side by side for third, fourth now. Oh, driver already moving out of line way back through the field. He's going to lose a little bit of time on the tail end of the field. I believe that may be Michael Sham in the 26. Everybody still all over each other, 2 and 3 wide at the front of this field on lap number 1. Top 4, 5 all now, single file heading down into the tunnel turn. Turn number 2, tricky turn number 2. Who's going to get it? Whoa! We got one driver loose on the bottom. 81 of Andrew Lutz, big moment for the Exalta. 81 of Lutz down on the bottom of the racetrack. Almost going around Brandon Fries right there on his outside. The 14 machine beginning to make some headway through his field. Anthony Keys trying to pick up a position he lost on the start of the race. As we cross the line to finish lap number 1, let's get that timing scoring up to the left-hand side of your screen for you. Kevin continuing to lead Andrew Moore, Christopher McCullough, Tyler Davala. Big move on the start. He's up 4 positions already from where he started outside of your top 5. Davala in that 7 now sits in 4th. Little side-by-side racing action. You can look right there. That 4X sponsored 17 of Casey Duncan trying to get the Toyota Camry a little bit further up through the running order, knocking on the door of the top 10 very early here tonight. Duncan, bottom of turn 2, looking to pass Jacob Drift on the outside. The Drift King sponsored 15 machine will lose not 1 but 2 positions as Duncan and Brooks both go by this time around. Now Drift has got more company. Jason Branch looking to the inside. Branch will take the position. A little further off in front, Jim Thorndike taking the 8th position away from Andrew Lutz last time around. The 81 going the wrong way. That Exalta 81 has seen some contact, has some scrapes and scuffs on that right side of the car may have gotten into the outside wall at some point in time here tonight. Fast lap of the race now belongs to the driver sitting in second. Inside of that Golf Racing Fuel 77, let's jump up here to the front of this field. Andrew Moore in tow, looking to run down your U.S. Veterans Pole Award winner, your race leader, Kevin Dick at the front of the field. Moore with the fast lap here on lap 3. We'll continue to jump around the track just a little bit now. Fast lap gonna belong to Kevin Dick at the front of the field. Looking back at this 3, 4, 5 car battle, continuing to rage on. Jim Thorndike, Andrew Woods, Casey Duncan, all right there running with each other just off in front. They've got another battle. Max Williams, Anthony Keys, side by side down the short chute, down the long pond straightaway into turn number 2. Still side by side. Who's going to win out? Neither one of them letting up any. Anthony Keys, Max Williams. Whoa, in contact, and around goes the 81. Caution. Caution, trouble on the track. Oh my goodness, that was a huge hit right there coming out of turn 2. Let's see if we can't go back. Let's see if we can't check out what happened with that 81 of Andrew Lutz. Oh, and my goodness. I mean, just look at how the car snapped. Contact right there with Casey Duncan, but then the car just absolutely snapped dead right and head on into the outside. Safer barrier goes the 81 of Andrew Lutz. That's gonna be a tough one to recover from. Nonetheless, we'll get back up at the front of this field as we are behind the pace car for the first time here tonight. The superior templating caution flag will fly early here from Pocono. Lap number 5, we see our first on-track incident. Contact between 2, and Andrew Lutz has felt the brunt of that brawl. Lutz will head to pit road to fix some extensive damage. And just about halfway through stage 1, what do you do here, race fans? If you're one of these drivers outside of the top 5, let's say, what do you do if you're sitting back there and you're Anthony Keys, Max Williams, Jim Thorndike? Do you come to pit road? Do you try to get some fresh tires now and have a little bit of an advantage trying to steal some stage points? Or do you stay out and run it to the end of stage 1, come down, keep everything on the same fuel and tire strategy as the drivers in front of you? And I think we're going to find our answer right here. Whoa, almost contact there as one driver using the access road. I believe that was the 53 of Jeremy Brooks coming to pit road on the access road. Casey Duncan not aware that he was down there, and Duncan almost into the side of the 53. They sorted out coming to pit road. But oh my gosh, almost chaos and calamity coming to pit road. Top 10 drivers stay out on the track, so we'll re-rack them, restack them at the front of the field. And already a tough night underway for a handful of drivers. It looks like 3 drivers already down and out of this race, not able to start tonight. Mechanical issues kept the 88 of Anthony Hanley, the 4 of Andrew Mraz, and the 26 of Michael Shum, all on pit road. All of the crews down behind the wall trying to figure out what's wrong with these machines. We'll put in a word and see if we can get some knowledge from one of our pit road reporters down there, see if they can get some information out of one of these teams as to what may be the problem. And I mean, I guess the one thing that does help these drivers now that we have had a caution flag. Sure, there are going to be multiple laps down. It's going to be tough to dig their way out of being in the negative column when it comes to the lap count. But with these laps being so long, if you have yourself some trouble and you find yourself with some beat up fenders, you're lucky enough under caution, under stage ending circumstances, you're able to come down, get a vast majority of your damage fixed, a big swing at it if you want to make some changes, and still not lose a lap. So that's one thing that votes well for some drivers with trouble here from Pocono Raceway. And as we look around the timing and scoring, it does indeed look like the 81 has been able to keep himself on the lead lap. Andrew Lutz, hard impact with that outside safer barrier after contact with another machine, has been able to massage the fenders as much as he's allowed to. Really would like to replace the front clip. We'll have to see how he fares throughout the rest of tonight's race. Halfway through stage number 1, we will see the green flag fly once again, this time by packed out, sold out house here at Pocono Raceway. The fans filling the stands, looking to watch these blown Piston Racing League Class Series drivers pound the pavement right here at Pocono Raceway in the tricky 60. No real clear-cut advantage for any one solid driver tonight. So as we get set to come back to the green flag, let's get a little closer to the action. What do you say? We'll drop the hammer and green flag flies as everybody nails down. To turn number, there you see almost the entire field all packed up with each other. Everybody heading to turn 1. Things looking easy. Sitter still at the front of this field. Kevin Dick leads Andrew Moore. Tyler Davala back there in third. Clean run off of turn number 2 as everybody heads down the backstretch. Where's there? Drivers looking to make some moves. Everybody down the short shooting into the final turn right here. Turn number 3 coming right at you. There you see your race leader still shakes their way around, and we are green flag racing as we start here from Pocono. There you can see the 21 of Brandon Freeze having some trouble. Freeze well off of the pace all the way back near the tail end of this field. Andrew Lutz also big trouble well off the pace here tonight. Back out front with your race leader. He's beginning to walk away a little bit, beginning to stretch his legs early in tonight's race. We will see the superior tip-of caution flag fly here in just about 8 laps or so to signify the end of stage number 1. Who's going to walk away with the Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 win? Will it be the man at the front of this field? He's been in command in front of this race for all 9 laps here so far. Doesn't look like anybody's going to have anything for him because he's starting to stretch that race lead even more. Lay down even a faster lap here as we work our way around the track on lap number 10 back to Roger Rios, who is tearing his way up through the field. This 5 is on a mission and on his way to the front, picking up 2 positions. At that time in turn number 1, Roger Rios going to head from 9th now into 7th, up 15 positions from where he started tonight's race. Rios, man on the move. Rios going to make short work of Jim Thorndike. Thorndike going to pretty much concede the position without much of a fight. Possibly thinking about it a little bit later on here tonight. Thorndike with the long run in his mind frame. sitting inside the top 10, up 7 positions from where he qualified. So both Thorndike and Rios on their way, knocking on the door of the top 5, now down to the bottom of the racetrack. Goes the 13, he'll bring the 8 along with him. Rios stuck on the high side all alone, drafting help in both lanes. Who's going to win out? Who's going to have the advantage going down in turn number 2? The 8 goes to the high side, moving Thorndike all alone at the bottom. Up the fend for himself. They take the high lane and they slide right on around. Look at the momentum. And Thorndike has no choice but to get back in line. He'll lose a spot or 2 and fall in the 8th position. Not much to be said about the man at the front of the field walking away with the race lead here. Your U.S. Veterans Pole Award winner in control of the New Waves Limited Speed Demon Award as well. Continuing to pad his pocket here tonight and look for the Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 win. 52 of Kevin still leads this field. This is where the battle is. This is where the action is at. 14 of Anthony Keys, Jason Branch, Jim Thorndike all going at it. Alejandro Rios still in tow. Rios trying to run down that 8 of Max Williams, not able to gain any ground so far here. The 22 of Branch maybe causing somewhat of a log jam. Getting through turn number 3, everybody goes to the highway. Oh, right across the nose of Jeremy Brooks goes Jim Thorndike. That got a little bit close. Jump around the track a little bit more. Let's see if we can bring you some more of the battles around the track. How about this driver? We haven't talked much about that 60 machine sitting in the 4th position, trying to run down the 7th of Tyler Davala. There you see that Monster Energy Chevy Zero Camaro. Or actually, I apologize. No. McCullough in the Z01 Camaro, McKee in that Monster Energy Ford Mustang. Whew, sorry. Got a little confused. Close racing action behind the trio of Cup drivers heading down into turn 1. All mixed up, I'm telling you, that is a battle all unto itself. Let's jump back here and watch this thing unfold. 2 laps to go here to end stage 1 as Kevin continues to lead by 3 car length of advantage heading down into turn number 2. You want to know what it's like driving one of these machines? Do you think you can look in your rear view mirror? That's a shot inside of the office. We do apologize. There you go. That's the one we were looking for. Thank you, Race Control. Figured out, of course. There you go. Taking a look back at off of the tail end of the 5 of Wander Rios. 3 wide across the line. We've got 1 to go here in stage number 1. Talk about rush hour on the interstate, man. I'm telling you, these drivers all over it, all over each other, laying down the hammer. You can hear Rios having to feather the throttle to keep it out of the outside wall and keep that machine turning. Let's jump back up to the front. Continuing to pound the pavement and lead tonight's race, pad his back pocket with those laps led, looking to put his name in the hat for the Wise Choice Contracting Frontman Award for leading the most laps here tonight at Pocono. And for all intents and purposes right now, race fans, it does look like the driver in that Facebook Custom Paints and Diecast Chevy ZL1 Camaro, Kevin Nick, it looks like he is going to be the driver that is going to have the bullseye on his rear bumper. You may have to move him, but first, you gotta get to him. Fast and at the front, Kevin Nick continues to lead here from Pocono. Final lap here in stage number 1. And off of turn 3 for the final time in stage 1. A challenge. Oh, gonna be able to fend him off, and at the line, it's gonna belong to Kevin Dick. The Wise Guy Racing Graphics stage 1 win goes to that 52 of Kevin Dick. He'll put some playoff points in his back pocket, leading the entire first stage here tonight from Pocono. Job well done, getting it done early here, patting his pocket with some little bit of donation dollars. After walking away with the U.S. Veterans Pole Award, now he's going to snatch the Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 win. Kevin Dick and that 52 looking fast here tonight. You can't count him out anytime he unloads. Look for him to be fast. Kevin Dick with some more awards this season. I hate to say, I hate to make the comparison. Are we seeing the Kyle Larson type run here for Blown Piston Racing League's Class Series that the NASCAR world witnessed last season? Kevin Dick on an absolute tear no matter what car you put him in over the past few handful of weeks. He has found a way to make it fast, found a way to keep it at the front, and found a way into victory lane, winning 5 straight races across the 2 series, walking away with yet another stage win. Kevin Dick will snatch some playoff points here and walk away with the Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 win. And as drivers get set to come to pit lane for the first time here tonight at Pocono to get some tires and fuel, we're going to step away for just a brief commercial break, get things set up and ready to go. Back Green Flag Racing. Don't go anywhere, race fans. You won't miss any of your green flag action right here from Pocono.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Looks like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold your reset button and we'll come and get you.
And back trackside as the drivers make their way off of pit road. Kevin Dick keeps the race lead. Jacob Drift staying out. Looks like he stays out to lead a lap, and he should be coming to pit road this next time around. Tell you what, let's see if we can go and grab him real quick. Let's see if we can't grab a quick word in with the driver that walked away with the U.S. Veterans Pole Award and walked away with the stage win. Let's see if we can dial up that 52. Hey, Kevin, it's Dave. You got me? Hey, Kevin, it's Dave in the booth. You got me? Ah, there we go. We'll eventually get the channel right on our side, man. I'll keep it short and sweet. Snatching the U.S. Veterans Pole Award, snatching all the laps led right there to end the stage 1 win. How good is that 52?
how it plays out, but we'll see how it goes.
All right, my man. Well, again, congratulations on the Stage 1 win here tonight. Before we let you go and tighten the seat belts, you want to give any quick shout-outs? Maybe we'll talk to you a little bit later.
Well, I'll give a shout out to Andrew here. He's a big part as the while we'll be up here, so.
All right. Well, Kevin, again, congratulations with the pole award and congratulations on the stage win. Elbows up and have at it.
Sounds good.
All right, there you have it. Final words of the man at the front of this field walking away with the U.S. Veterans Pole Award in qualifying, also snatching back Wise Guy Racing Graphics Stage 1 win. He'll restart inside row number 1 as the control car once again. Will we see him snatch another stage win? Kevin Dick in the Facebook Custom Paints and Die-Cast Machine looks to fire things off here in stage number 2 the way that he has run stage 1 in the past few races this week. Kevin Dick has been clicked. Does anybody have kryptonite for Superman tonight? Pace car ducks off and we'll get ready to fire off once again. Green flag flies here from Pocono Raceway on the gas quick, not stumbling at all. How about the run by Andrew Moore, the 77, with a great restart on the outside. Everybody down into turn number 1, clean and clear. Doesn't look like anybody has any trouble. We'll jump around the track just a little bit on the restart. 47 of Brendan Staub. He's up 8 positions. He's now in the top 10. Battle beginning to 60 of Christopher McCullough looking to the inside of the YJP Sports sponsored 8 machine of Max Williams. Going to get the position just yet. Now Jimmy McKee in that fast Ford Mustang looking for a position on Jim Thorndike. Thorndike's 13, sliding up the track in turn 3. Keeping the position at the line. Lap number 22 now goes on the board, inching closer to the halfway point already. Here tonight, both of the drivers have got to settle in fast. Keep their Keep the speed up, keep their composure here. Very long laps here at Pocono Raceway, 2.5-mile track. A lot tougher than the 2.5 miles at Talladega Super Speedway. The tricky triangle poses threats in each and every corner. No corner at all the same here at Pocono. We'll jump a little bit further up in this running order. There's the 60 of Christopher McCullough. He's got the 99 looking to his outside and utilizing the high line. One of the first drivers we've seen making multiple passes on that outside line. Jimmy McKee has got his 99 heading into the top 5. And he looks like he's one of the fastest drivers on track right now. Jimmy McKee making some headway. Battle for the second spot on track. Inside goes the 7 of Tyler Davala. They'll drag race down the backstretch into turn number 2. Advantage going to belong to the 77 of Andrew Moore. Moore with the line, with the advantage. He'll keep that second spot. Now the battle is going to shift one position back to Tyler Davala and Max Williams. Jimmy McKee right there ready to pounce if either of these drivers have trouble. Kenny and Christopher McCullough lined up nose to tail. Back in 6th and 7th, Anthony Keys, Jeremy Brooks, and Jason Branch. Now round down your top 10. Jeremy Brooks and Anthony Keys continuing to pass that 8th position back and forth. Roger Rios getting by Jim Thorndike for the 14th position. A little further back through the field. There you can see that 13 duck in line behind the 5 for now. We stay green flag racing once again. Early caution here in stage number 1 brought the field to a crawl. We have been green flag racing ever since, all the way to the end of the stage break, where we watched the man at the front of this field walk away with yet another stage win here in season number 2 for the Blown Piston Racing League's Clash Series. Again, all these drivers single file, pounding the pavement. Looks like they're just trying to log some laps here at Pocono, as we have got ourselves just about 16 laps remaining to the end of stage number 2. Who's going to walk away with that Facebook Custom Paints and Diecast stage 2 win? Will we see another clean sweep from your pole sitter? Will he be able to take this both stage wins here tonight? He's got the New Age Limited Speed Demon Award in his back pocket as well. Step away. The gap, one of the biggest we've seen all night long, about a 5-car length advantage now belonging to Kevin Dick over Andrew Moore, who's got a little bit of breathing room. Tyler Davala, Max Williams, Jimmy McKee, all right there running with each other. We'll jump back here with that YJ Esports machine of Max Williams. Take a little look right along in the cockpit. Let's see what he's seeing out front. You can see that virtual mirror up in the top of the screen. He's got a driver looking to the inside. That's Jimmy McKee. McKee looking to show the nose and not able to get all the way to the bottom. Way out of the gas. Oh my gosh. That was close, not just for Williams, but also from McKee. Close racing action there into turn 2. We'll jump back outside of the car as everybody heads across the straight down the straightaway here at Pocono. Field continues to chase after your race leader, Kevin Dick. Andrew Moore closes the gap, but not quite able to get there just yet. Close battles all over this field. Jeremy Brooks in the machine. He's starting to make some headway. Christopher McCullough makes a pass for position. He'll grab that 7th spot away. He's going to fall back to 8. Speedway racing at its finest right here, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody pounding the pavement on the gas. Jimmy McKee right here involved in this battle, still running inside the top 5. McKee sits in 4th. Max Williams right behind him in 5th, with Kenny McCullough closing the gap and riding it down on that top 5 position. McCullough sits in 6th. New battle beginning to emerge a little bit further through this field, just outside of your top 10. There you can see Jason Branch, Casey Duncan, Brandon Fries, Roger Rios all over each other. That is 10th all the way through 13th, all over each other. Throw a blanket over them. Looking at this chase grid, at this Sweet 16, this is the type of run that Jason Branch needs here to start this chase off, especially with 2 chase drivers with some big-time trouble. One of them, we're hearing word from pit lane that it was a motor problem, unable to get the car fixed up or fired up. Anthony Hanley will walk away 22nd on the track here tonight. Andrew Moraz also with some big-time trouble before, has been on and off pit road multiple times here tonight. He is still down on pit road trying to fix up his machine. He missed the start of the race with a starter with an ignition issue. Moraz has continued to fall behind the 8 ball early here tonight at Pocono, and early in round number 1 for the championship chase right here with the Blown Piston Racing League's Clash Series. We'll jump around the track once again, back up to the front of this field. Tyler Davala begins to close back in on Andrew Moore, who has reeled in your race leader, now less than 0.2 of a second to separate Kevin Dick from Andrew Moore. Will we see Moore do what nobody else has been able to do here tonight, and that's pass Kevin Dick under green flag conditions. Two lead changes amongst two different drivers here tonight. Kevin Dick has led all of the green flag laps. Jacob Drift snatching a lap, led under caution during our first stage break. Line back to the point with the 52 of Kevin Dick. He has fired off for stage 2 and walked away from the field. Andrew Moore struggled but surely reeling him back in. Will we see the Golf Racing Fuel 77 spoil the show here in stage 2? Continuing to click off here at Pocono towards the end of the baseball Piston Benson diecast stage number 2, lap 32. Now on the board, drivers just 8 laps away from the 8 laps away from the halfway point. And as your top 2 break away from third place, Davala, McKee, McCullough, and Williams all over each other. Let's jump back here. Give you another onboard camera shot. What do you say we won? Been the victory lane early this season, looking to get back to victory lane. Once again, in the cup, some magic here in Pocono. Dropping 2 spots now, with McCullough back to 6th. Big gap back from 6th all the way to 7th place. Christopher McCullough right there running with Anthony Keys. Jeremy Brooks back in 9th, and Jason Branch still here in top. What do you say we jump back to this 4-car battle? Jason Branch, Brandon Freeze, Roger Rios, and Casey Duncan. All lined up around each other, all vying for the final spot inside the top 10. Off the track goes that 5 of Roger Rios. A little bit of struggle here tonight at Pocono for that 5. We've typically seen him be able to make his way up through the field with a fair amount of ease, but tonight, drivers not having a big going. Pocono Raceway. Freeze now looking to the inside. Freeze looking for a run down the backstretch and into turn number 2. Roger Rios looking to take advantage. He'll have to stop for a moment. Oh, and Freeze will slide right in front and grab that position away. Move Rios. That will go running through now. That top position goes down by Jason Brent. Close battle for the final spot inside the top 10. Close battle for the final spot in the top 5. Jimmy McKee, Max Williams, Kenny McCullough all going at it. Right here running with each other for 6th. Nose and tail getting down into turn number 1. Closing in on Tyler Davala as well. Your top 2, they have checked out once again with 6 laps remaining here in stage 1. Will we see a new race leader at the front under green flag conditions? Andrew Moore has closed in. He's got that race lead down to just 2 tenths. going to be able to get there. Big rapid run on that outside lane, and he's going to lose 2 spots after trying to make the pass and barely the key. Struggling to get back to the line, and he's going to lose yet another spot after that failed attempt to make a pass on the inside. Wise choice right there for that 3 of Kenny McCullough. The duck man in line. He's going to go back to the top of the racetrack in turn number 2. Open up the door on the outside for Max Williams to cover him off. And now we see the 03 of McCullough stuck on the inside lane just moments ago. 1 lap to go to be exact. The same thing looks to be happening to that tonight. Unable to complete the pass in turn 2, and it's going to take about a half a lap, but he'll lose 2 positions for that. And the 10. Gap at the front of the field remains the same. Kevin Dick continuing to lead Andrew Moore by just about 2/10 of a second. Tyler Duvalla still leading Max Williams, Jimmy McKee, Kenny McCullough, as Christopher McCullough sits in 7th, 2.5 seconds back from this 3-corner battle. Anthony Keys, Jeremy Brooks, and Brandon Freeze takes that final spot in the car. Away from the 22 of Jason French. What do you say we jump a little bit further forward once looking battle for the race lead? Not much of a battle as we cross the line to lap 38 now on the board. We've got a battle for the race lead. Battle raging on 3rd, 4th, 5th on the track. We've got more battles just outside of the top 10. Let's jump back to that battle. 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th on the speedway. There you can see Casey Bucking. Rios. And Rios just really struggled. He made his way up through the run order in stage number 1. Held back at the end of stage 1. And has just struggled to recover ever since. Roger Rios got the driver that was running very well here. You can see some damage to the right side of that machine. That may have contributed to why we've seen Thorndike a little slow over the past handful of laps. Thorndike going from inside the top 10 now to almost outside of the top 15 with Drip King Jacob Drip. The 15 machine running in the final spot inside the top 15. He's lost 3 positions from where he qualified here tonight. Damage on his right front as well. So damage, big factor here from Pocono. Gonna transition back to the front. Final lap here, stage number 2. Can the Facebook Custom Paint and Diecast sponsored 52 walk away with the Facebook Custom Paints and Diecast Stage 2 win? We've got 1 more lap to go. When will we know? Right there at the 77 was all over Kevin Dick, getting down that front stretch and into turn number 1. Heading down the long pond straightaway into the tunnel turn. Turn number 2 up next for that 52. He's got to navigate it, and then turn 3 one more time before he will walk away with both stage wins. Out of the tunnel turn and down the short chute into turn 3. Well, NASCAR's most famous turn, in my opinion. Turn 3 here at Pocono Raceway off of the final corner exit. Can the 77 get there with the draft? No, and Kevin Dick will walk away with another stage win here tonight, crossing the line to in stage number 2. We should see that superior templating caution flag just like clockwork. Just like clockwork at the top of the screen, lap will come to a crawl Drivers gonna reel themselves back in, get all the information over to the crew chiefs, and try to make their final adjustments for the long haul. The long run left in tonight's race here at Pocono Raceway in the Tricky 60 for the Blown Piston Racing League's Class Series, presented to you by Banner Construction. Walking away with yet another stage win. Inside of that 52, Kevin Dick looks to sweep the night here at Pocono. Everybody will make their way to the back of the pace car. Pace car just now entering turn number 1. So as these drivers begin to catch up, the field comes to crawl. We will step away for a short, brief commercial break. Let these drivers do what they do on pit road. Then we will head back for all your green flag action right here and chase race number 1 in Season 2 for the Blown Piston Racing League's Class Series. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. in back trackside as promised, not missing any of the green flag action as drivers double file through turn number 2. Pace car lights are off. We're ready to fire things off once again here from Pocono Raceway. Just a short shootout to the end of tonight's race. We'll have ourselves right around 36 or so laps to decide who walks away with the checkered flag, who will park it in victory lane. And how about this, folks? Out of your top 16 drivers, only 2 are non-chase competitors. The cream indeed rising to the top here for chase race number 1 in Pocono for the tricky 60. And on the gas, green flag flies once again with Kevin Dick here, U.S. Veterans Pole Award winner, nailing the loud pedal. He's already snatched 2 stage wins. He's got the most laps led here tonight. Nobody's going to be able to take that away from him. So walking away with the Wise Choice Contracting Frontman Award as well. Kevin Dick absolutely piling on the points. We'll go ahead and throw the timing and scoring over there on the left-hand side of your screen. Here we go. Let you follow along just like we do up here in the production booth. Lots of drivers all over each other. Let's go back to this big gaggle of cars. Heading down into turn number 2, Casey Duncan looks to the bottom of the racetrack inside of Brandon Freeze. There you see just off in front of him the 53 of Jeremy Brooks, looking for a spot, trying a different line there. Very different line that time through turn number 3 for that 53 of Brooks. Everybody jockeying for position. The 99 of Jimmy McKee. He's going to look to the inside, not quite be able to make the move. Davala and McKee going at it for third. Davala going to be able to fend off the hard charge by that Fast Forward Monster Energy Mustang of Jimmy McKee. McKee going to stay back in that 4th position, but fall into the arms of Max Williams. Williams with a little bit of a moment off of the corner. Oh, and caution on the speedway. Caution and Pocono. Trouble on the backstretch. We've got 2 slow movers here. Christopher McCullough, Brandon Freeze, both very slow here on the track. What do you say we go back? What do you say we take a look, see how it happened, see what went down to bring out the superior tempo? And caution flag for the 4th time here tonight. Oh, we're already seeing trouble there. And Brandon Freeze has some issues, and then Freeze into the 60. We'll try to take one more look at it, catching it a little bit late, but already coming to it as those 2 were entangled and around on the backstretch already. And whoa, that's going to put us under caution for the 4th time here tonight. Just 2nd time under caution for an on-track incident as we head back to the front with your race leader. So caution count 2 and 2 here tonight from Pocono as we reach lap number 47. Drivers will be left with a little bit of a choice. Do you come to pit road now and refuel? It's only been 5 laps. But that's 5 laps you're not going to have to worry about. Will it be enough to lure some of these drivers down pit lane this time by? Tell you what it's going to do for us here in the production booth. It's going to give us a moment to run through some house cleaning here tonight. 22 drivers to the starting grid here tonight and Pocono Raceway to open up the championship chase round 1 here for the Blown Piston Racing League's Clash Series. And we've got a handful of drivers coming to pit road, a handful faking as well. As we were saying, 22 drivers to the starting grid. We have still got 19 out there on the track. Andrew Mraz in his garage, fixing the 4 machine, trying to get it out there still. Those electrical issues coming back to haunt Mraz here. He had trouble earlier with an engine problem missed the start of the race, was since able to get that machine out there on the track, turn a handful of laps. But unfortunately, the Gremlins return, and Mraz still trying to fix his machine. That's going to leave us with truly 18 out on the track with the same amount of cars and drivers on the lead lap. So all 18 making laps. Still on the lead lap, Jacob Drift in the 15 Drift King machine will line up tail end. Shotgun Sally here for this latest restart, and we'll get set to fire things off once again here in the final stage of the Tricky 60 at Pocono Raceway. Well, race fans out there in the chat, let's hear your championship pick. We're not going to go with a race pick here. Who do you think is got what it takes to walk away with the Season 2 championship? Who do you got for your Final Four? Let's see if we got any bracket busters out there. I think we're going to have a surprise by the time we get to Nashville for the championship night here with the Bloom Piston Racing League's Class Series presented by Banner Construction. I would expect to see, I don't want to say a newcomer or a fresh face, because we're going to be talking about them this entire championship run here, but I think we're going to find one of those underdogs find a way into that Final Four and make a name for himself this season. I'm not going to mention who I've got in mind. We're going to play that one close to heart for a handful of weeks here before we let you know about it. But as your favorite driver in the Sweet 16, how far do you think he can make it? Let's hear it out there on the track. Let's see what we've got for opinions out there as we see the Chevy Silverado line up to the outside once again. Kevin Dick will elect to take the inside lane. Tyler Navallo right behind him. Another Ford stacked up at the top. And Jimmy McKee will line up fourth for the restart. Max Williams, and here's Roger Rios back to the front once again. We said he was struggling, and just like that, we'll drop the green flag with 30 laps remaining, and Roger Rios has emerged at the front once again. In coming out of turn 3, back to the start finish line, the boss man in the flag stand with the green flag in hand, ready to wave once the guys hit the gas, and green flag flies. Once again, cars go screaming to turn number 1. Everybody chasing after Kevin Dick. Nobody's had anything for him all night long. We've seen some flashes in the pan out of that 77 of Andrew Moore, but he hasn't been able to do anything with the runs. We'll stack them up 2 and 3 wide. Turn number 1 for the first time after the restart here on lap number 50. Scheduled tonight's official race distance. Ooh, did you see the wiggle out of that 5 of Rios? Big moment that time. Poor Roger Rios all but sideways coming out of these corners. Close three-way battle here on track. Davallo, Williams, Rios all going at it. You might as well include that 14 of Anthony Keys. He's right here waiting to pounce. If one of these drivers have a little bit of trouble, how about the 53 of Jeremy Brooks? Your top 10 dominated by championship contenders. And see them all highlighted in that turn 3 harness over there on the left-hand side of your screen in that tower. And how about the run by Casey Duncan and Braden Staub, huh? You gotta give credit where credit is due. Your highest running non-chase competitors sitting 11th and 12th on the track. Fine run here tonight by both of these drivers as we begin to inch closer into those final laps of tonight's race. We'll have just about 26 remaining here very shortly, and drivers will begin to count down the laps to the checkered flag. Does anybody have anything for the man at the front? I mean, dominating here tonight. Put us on repeat because we've said it all night long. Dominating performance in qualifying, dominating in stage 1 and stage number 2. Already locking up 2 stage wins, locking up the U.S. Veterans World Award here tonight, and walking away with the Wise Choice Contracting Frontman Award for leading the most laps. The New Age Limited Speed Demon Award also in the back pocket right now of Kevin Dick. So he's got pretty much everything that you can win besides the race and the biggest mover. And that's just because it's hard to be the biggest mover when you start at the front. But if he could find a way to do it, I'm sure he probably would. Kevin Dick on an absolute tear as of late. Peaking is an understatement. I'm going to call this eliting. That's what he's doing. He is the most elite driver in the series at this point in time in the season. Not sure how he's going about it, but I'm sure there's going to be some drivers and personal trainers getting involved with each other, trying to figure out what it is that 52 has been able to do inside of that Chevy ZL1 Camaro to just make him so fast and so consistent over the past handful of weeks, going to victory lane, back-to-back race appearances here on the Clash Series. He's made it a three-peat over there in the Truck Series on Friday nights with the Blown Piston Racing League. So again, it's not just here tonight on track at Pocono that we are just so impressed with the consistency, with the speed, with the domination. Kevin Dick, a clinic over the past, right at about past month here in the Blown Piston Racing League, whether it's the Truck Series or the Clash Series. He's been on a tear, kid. Andrew Moore pumped the brakes on the winning streak of Kevin Dick, just off in front of him. If anybody's got anything for Kevin Dick today, it's going to be that 77 of Andrew Moore. He's been the fastest on track, running right behind your race leader lap after lap after lap, not allowing the 52 Custom Paints and Diecast machine to scoot away. I believe you're looking at your race winner right there in the shot. One of those top 2 drivers. I know Jamie McKee is right there lurking in the background, and McKee has been quick all night long. I'm just not sure he's going to have the pace to close the gap and then make the pass on 2 very high caliber, very tough competitors who sit in front of him right now. 1-2 on the track at Pocono. Jump outside the top 10. Let's take a look at this battle involving your YJ Esports Lucky Dog recipient. Last time around, there you can see the 37 of Frank Reese trying to make a pass for position. I apologize, that's the 47 of Braden Staub trying to make a pass for position. And whoa, slideways at the bottom of the track is that 60 of Christopher McCullough. McCullough had contact a handful of laps ago, trying to fight his way back up through the field. McCullough sits in 12th. Whoa, sliding that 60 in between the 11 and the 47. That got pretty sketchy, pretty hairy right there, pretty quick. Battle still raging on near the front of this field. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. All nose to tail running with each other. And Tyler Davala, Jeremy Brooks, Roger Rios, Kenny McCullough, and Max Williams all embroiled in this 5-car battle here as we work our way off of turn number 3. Your top 3 begin to step away. We seen a caution flag fly right around lap number 40. Was it 42, 45, 40, 50? Lap number 50. Yes, lap number 50. We seen that caution flag fly for contact between the 21 of Brandon Fries and I believe it was the 81 of Andrew Lutz also caught up and involved in that one. But nobody coming to pit road. Nobody coming to pit road since, well, a handful of drivers did come to pit road during that latest caution. They all run towards the tail end of this field. Track position is king here at Pocono. And the drivers at the front of this field last to pit road back on lap number 42. So will they have enough to even make it to the end? As we see the 15 of Jacob Drift dive the pit road back in the background. He'll bring the 15 to the attention of his crew down on pit road. We'll keep our eye. We'll see what goes on, if it's a regularly scheduled stop or if it's a little more extenuous. Max Williams still caught up and involved, still trying to run with a solid top 5 here tonight, sitting in 7th, trying to get by Ronda Rios and Jeremy Brooks. Ooh, close moment there for Roger Rios as Kenny McCullough, first driver inside of your top 5 to tap out and head to pit road. McCullough down pit road for fuel and tires. You know, we say he's down the pit road for fuel and tires. What do you do? What do you do if you're one of these drivers right here, one of these 4 drivers caught up in this battle right now? If you're Davala, Brooks, Mateus, or Williams, what do you do? Do you try maybe a fuel-only stop? Try to gain as much time as you can on and off pit road to get enough fuel to get to the end and hope that the gap is going to be big enough to keep the fresh tires behind you. Glad I am not on a pit box, and it looks like we do have some strategy being played out there. Looks like a few drivers looking for the long run here tonight at Pocono as we cross the line with just 20 laps remaining. And as we have the 20 to go, we'll jump back up to your race leader, Kevin Dick, in that 52 Facebook Custom Paints and Die-Cast machine. He continues to lead Andrew Moore and Jimmy McKee. The 20 to go here from Pocono. If you haven't already, race fans, show these drivers some love and appreciation. Show them you support and enjoy what they do week in, week out. Right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Go ahead and join that push to 3,000 subscribers. As always, drop them that thumbs up, click subscribe, smash the bell over there on the right hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Whether it's myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters, we do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by, whether you're just sliding through to say hey, or you are one of the dedicated fans, friends, family, maybe even one of the sponsors coming to check things out and see how your drivers are doing, see what your sponsorship is getting you. And if you're on that 52, it's getting you a lot, because he's been at the front of the field a lot, sweeping the night away here tonight from Pocono with the Tricky 60. And I'm telling you what, there isn't a hotter driver than the man inside of that 52 here with the Blown Piston Racing League. Whether we're talking the Class Series here tonight on Sunday nights or we're talking about the trucks on Friday, Kevin Dick has been lights out over the past handful of weeks. And here comes that charge now. Here comes that 77 of Andrew Moore. He's looking to make a pass. Going to stay in line this time to turn one. Jimmy McKee just kind of lurking in the background right now, kind of playing possum, if you will. Let these two get to racing. Maybe they burn up the tires. Maybe they have an on-track incident. And maybe you find your way making it around them the easy way. More drivers to pit road. Jason Branch, Jim Thorndike, both to pit road this time around. Nobody eyeballing pit road at the front of the field. Will cross the line with just 17 to go. Long green flag run here in the final stage. We've had ourselves just 4 cautions here tonight. 2 stage break cautions and 2 for on-track incidents. One of the cleaner Pocono races that we have witnessed here on the iRacing.com racing simulator service. And pushing the envelope to pit road. Look at the gain by that 77. All over the 52. We almost had a pass for the race lead coming to pit road. Your top 9 all to pit road this time by. We're going to jump back a little further through the field. Oh, here comes the 47 and the 11 of John Finley. They'll head to pit road as well. 21 of Brandon Freese. He looks like he's going to stay out on the track, and he's going to go to the point and lead a lap here tonight. That's going to give us our 5th lead change of the evening amongst 3 separate drivers. It is time to run down these final 15 laps. Who has got what it takes? And have we seen a short pit workout? And I don't think it is quite going to play out the way that the crew chief and driver thought it was going to be. Kenny McCullough going to move his way up into that 2nd position, but just barely in front of Kevin Dick. That's going to be the battle for the eventual race lead. And here comes some fast, fresh tires right behind that 03 of Kenny McCullough. McCullough taking right sides only 4 tires in fuel for the 3 drivers, mixing it up behind them. And that's the best thing right now for that 03 of McCullough, is to look in his rearview mirror and see these 3 drivers going side by side, snaking down these straightaways, scrubbing speed as they battle for position. For the tire, whoa, into the corner and lighten up the tires as Kevin Dick. Is that the mistake that cost him the race? Andrew Moore able to make his way by now. Jimmy McKee will follow suit, and Kevin Dick will lose 2 positions for the first time on track in green flag conditions. First time that 52 machine is going to lose position. That is a big moment here tonight in the tricky 60 from Pocono Raceway. Kenny McCullough surprisingly able to keep himself out front with those 2 right side tires. Coming to pit road 6 laps sooner than the drivers with 4 tires behind them. Now as we've got side-by-side racing action for 4th and 5th, that's going to allow Andrew Moore to use the draft, drop down to the bottom of the track, and look to make a pass. Can Moore get back to 2nd? Way up the track in turn 1 goes McCullough, and he is going to lose that position. Looking to cross over here. Will he dive it down to the inside on corner entry, or will he be content to ride right here? And that's all it takes, race fans. You've seen it. Finally, one mistake made by that 52 of Kevin Dick, and he has given up the eventual race lead. Brandon Freeze still yet to come to pit road for his final stop of the night. Maybe trying to hold out and wait, see if we get a late race caution here from Pocono Raceway. Brandon Freeze well in front by almost 14 seconds, but still yet to hit pit road. Jimmy McKee looking to the inside of Christopher McCullough, and he's going to grab Kenny McCullough, and he will grab that position away. Kevin Dick also going to make his way to the inside and make a way around that 03 We the People sponsored Chevy ZL1 Camaro. McCullough. Great strategy call. Unfortunately, not quite panning out, not quite working out. And now the chase is on once again for that 77 at the front of the field. Jimmy McKee and Kevin Dick will need to work together to try to run down that Golf Racing Fuel 77 of Andrew Moore. Not talking much about the man at the front of the field. He has yet to hit pit road. 12-second advantage. Let's jump up front. Give the man where credit is due. Fuel strategy or not. He's leading the race here from Pocono as we make our way around the track with just 11 laps to go this time by, and Freeze pulls to pit lane. That will put the race lead back in the hands of this man right here for the first time tonight. New race leader at Pocono, the 77 of Andrew Moore. And will we have another new race leader, because they closed that gap up very quick. Kevin Dick and Jimmy McKee breathing down the neck of Andrew Moore. It's going to be a hot, close, highly contested battle here at the high-speed Tricky Triangle Pocono Raceway. These drivers into these corners upwards of 175 plus miles an hour. That's just the short shoot. We'll take a look at the speed charts here with your racer Andrew Moore as he makes his way off of turn number 3 and down the long front stretch here at Pocono. 190 plus miles an hour into turn number 1. Speed not a factor, speed not a problem for the man at the point. And from the Golf Racing Fuel 77, Andrew Moore shows the way. Closing back in now, here comes that fast 52. Kevin Dick has led almost the entirety of tonight's race. We've seen him give up the race lead during this final green flag pit stop. He struggled to get himself back out front here. Andrew Moore holding tight, holding serve with 9 laps to go. Battle at the front of the field continuing to play out. Let's go check out this battle, though, just outside of Your top five involving Tyler Davala, Max Williams, Roger Rios, 5th, 6th, 7th on the speedway, all within about a tenth and a half of each other. So we've got positions at the front on the line, positions in the mid, and positions at the back of this field, all under fire, all up for grabs as we close in on the final few laps here in the tricky 60 at Pocono Raceway here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. What a night, what a way to kick things off for the championship race here in season number 2 for the Blown Piston Racing League's Class Series, presented by Banner Construction. Wanting to spoil the show, wanting to spoil the party. Can the 77 of Andrew Moore keep the fast 52 of Kevin Dick behind him and end the race-winning streak for that 52 and his crew? They have been to victory lane multiple times this season, 3 to be exact, 2 back-to-back visits to victory lane in the past 2 weeks. Will he be able to make it a third as he continues to hound Andrew Moore for that top spot? 7 laps to go, 6 when we cross the line this time around, just around. Let's see, let's try to do the math here real quick, Dave. 2.5, 7, somewhere around 15 miles or so, something like that. Left to decide who will raise the hardware here tonight from Pocono Raceway. And clean air. We haven't talked about clean air very much here tonight. Does the 52 need to make a run and find some clean air to get the car to stick through the corner on the bottom of the racetrack to try to take over that race lead? You can't just stay in line. You can't just ride right behind the guy in front. You gotta do something different. You gotta try to find a way. Kevin Dick and Jimmy McGee looking, but not having any luck to get by that 77 of Andrew Moore, who continues to lead the way. The high five for your race leader this time around for the boss man with the flag stand. Just 5 laps remaining here at Pocono Raceway. Twelve and a half laps. Miles remaining. Lap traffic beginning to come into play. Drivers at the front of the field will begin to make their way into some lap traffic. There you can see the 37 of Frank Reese. And he's going to stay at the top of the speedway. He's going to keep the Oreo-sponsored 37 out of the way, and that's going to be just enough to shake up those top 3, and it looks like Jimmy McKee has lost this 2-car tango in front of him, and it's gonna be a 2-car shootout to the end of tonight's race unless we get one of those pesky late race cautions. For all intents and purposes, it is now all on the line for Andrew Moore and Kevin Dick at the front of this field, running 1 and 2 with less than 2/10 separating those 2 drivers at the front. They have run 1-2 all night long, qualified 1-2 as well. They have been the class of the field here tonight, and what a fitting way to end tonight's race as we see a little bit of cloud cover beginning to develop in turn number 2. That should allow these drivers a little bit more grip. We'll see if anybody's willing to risk it a little bit more through 2. Back across the stripe with just 3 laps now remaining here from the Triple Triangle to open up the championship round here in season number 2 for the Blown Piston Racing League's Class Series, presented by Banner Construction. Close action as your race leaders work their way off of turn number 2. They'll head down the Long Pond straightaway and into that tunnel turn. Look at the gap looking at the advantage. I don't think there's much anybody can do to get to those top two drivers. They are definitely going to need a caution flag to try to close in. Jimmy McKee has lost touch, and he is now 1.5 seconds behind this battle for the race lead. Heavy at the front as they make their way off of turn number 3, crossing the line. Popsicle sticks on display for your race leader. Andrew Moore's got 2 to go. 2 to go at the front of the field. Can he keep that 77 up front? He's got a car length and a half. They'll work their way off of turn number 2, nose to tail down the long pond straightaway. Walking away still from Jimmy McKee. This is your closest battle on track at the front of this field. Battle for the race lead. In the final few laps here from Pocono Raceway, we'll see the white flag fly next time around. Down into turn number 3. We got ourselves 2.5 miles remaining here tonight in the Tricky 60 for the Blown Piston Racing League's Class Series. And white flag flies. Final lap here from Pocono. Can Andrew Moore keep the hard charging past 52 behind him? Able to play a little bit of strategy there, getting into turn number 1, and whoa, the track on corner exit goes to 52, almost into the outside wall. He'll lose a little bit of ground down the back stretch, but look for him to pull back even with a little bit of a sniff of the draft, a little bit of help with the arrow here, getting through turn number 2. Very good. But I think the issue in turn 1 may have ruined it all. Andrew Moore at the front of the field. Final turn here tonight. He's got to make his way out of turn number 3, and he's got a gap. He has got a gap, and he will come to the line, and he'll walk away with the checkered flag. Job well done. The kryptonite to Superman right behind him, putting an end to that multiple race winning weekend adventure that the 52 has been on. How about the man inside of that 77 machine getting the job done, walking away with the checkered flag? You can't ask for much more than that to open up the championship rounds, and that is walking away with a race win and securing your spot in round number 2 for a championship run. Job well done. Andrew Moore will walk away from the track with some hardware and a lot of pressure lifted off of his back. And as the 77 comes to the front stretch, he'll give the fans in the stands a little bit of a smoke show to finish out tonight's race here from Pocono. And with that being said, we're going to step away, get things set up and ready to go with your post-race interviews. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And back trackside at the conclusion of tonight's tricky 60 from Pocono Raceway. Let's see if we can dial up and have a few quick words with some of the drivers that walked away in those podium positions here tonight. Let's see if we can't grab a quick word with the driver inside of that 99 machine. Jimmy, it's Dave. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, how you doing? How you feeling after a good run up through the field and a solid finish to start this championship chase?
It's definitely a good finish for sure. I'd rather be in Andrew's position right now, but it's all good. Had a fun time racing with him and Kevin, and just got unlucky with the 37 car coming out of the tunnel turn, and then lost their draft. But yeah, overall it was a fun race. Good night.
Well, looking forward to the next few races here in this championship run. Which one is the one that concerns you and that 99 crew the most?
Iowa.
Well,
time.
that was a quick decision.
Yeah, I ran their truck league there on Friday night and struggled a lot. So I'm hoping the Cup car will be a lot different than that truck. But yeah, that's the one I'm afraid of, because tire management there, I'll feel like I'm saving, and then people still keep driving away from me, and it's like their tires never fall off.
I hear you, Jimmy. Well, congratulations on a great regular season, getting into the Sweet 16 here in the championship chase, having a solid run to open up the chase round, and walking away third on the podium here tonight from Pocono. So before we let you go here tonight, Jimmy, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the shop?
I just appreciate you broadcasting. Scott, we have a pretty good team down there at Torque Wrench Motorsports, so fun racing with them, and just overall great league. So I want to thank him and his wife for putting this on and having fun every week.
All right. Well, again, Jimmy, congratulations on the great run and the way to start your championship chase. And we'll see if we can't catch up with you again here before round one is over.
Sounds good. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Final words from the man that made his way up through the field and walks away third here tonight inside of that fast Ford Monster Energy 99 Mustang. Jimmy McKee walks away third here from Pocono. That's going to lead us right along into the man that walked away with almost everything you could think of out there tonight. Kevin Nickens, Dave of the Booth, how you doing?
Pretty good. You?
I'm doing pretty well. You sound like you're pretty upbeat still, even though you kind of let this one slip from your hands, man. How tough is it to see after a green flag pit stop, just to have that battle with a teammate to the checkered flag?
It's not too bad. I mean, if there's anyone that I want to lose to, it's Andrew. So this one, I mean, it doesn't hurt that much. I mean, like I said, I mean, we worked together on this one, so to have him beat me, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Well, Kevin, you walked away with the pole award. You walked away with both stage wins. You walked away with the most laps led. Unfortunately, not walking away with a race win. It does appear that you did walk away. Oh, no. Yes, you did walk away with the Speed Demon Award as well. So a lot of extra bonus points coming your way. How secure are you still feeling heading into next week's race?
I'm still feeling pretty good. I figure I got enough bonus points racked up that I can probably take it easy, but I don't think I'm going to do that.
All right, that's the words we like to hear. Never let off, never let us down. And Kevin Dick, fast as always, man. Congratulations on a great showing here to open up the championship chase here in the Bloom Piston Racing League's Class Series. So before we let you go here tonight, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous?
Yeah, I give a shout out to Andrew. I mean, like I said, I mean, we worked together, and that's why we stayed up front pretty much the whole race. Give a shout out to Custom Paints at Diecast and you up in the booth.
All right, my man. Well, I'm sure we will catch up with you once again here, fast as always. Kevin, until then, keep it safe and keep it fast.
Thanks.
All right, there you have it. Final words with the man that walked away with pretty much everything. Falling short, though, not able to make it a three-peat on Sunday nights here with the Clash Series. Kevin Dick sends it home in second. That's going to move us right along and give us an opportunity to talk to the man that walks away with just his second win of the season, but doing it when it matters, securing his spot in round number 2 of the championship chase. Andrew Moore, it's Dave in the booth. You got me?
Yep.
Well, hey, Andrew, as you heard there, you are now in round 2. There's nothing that's going to knock you out of that. How good is it to know that you can enter these next few weeks without having to worry about how you really finish?
A huge relief.
Well,
I mean, I probably was going to point in the first round. Usually I do, at least. But now I can just chill out.
I was going to say, well, you had a decent points advantage coming into tonight's race. You were you came in third in the point standings. You just needed a solid run, but I know it's your teammate, but how good does it feel to be the kryptonite to Superman as of late and get him out of victory lane?
Yeah, Kevin Dick is a great teammate. He's also a fast teammate, and a lot of times faster than me. But we talk about what we're doing and how we're driving it and make each other better. So he's making me better, so it's all good.
Well, however the dynamics down there in the race team and back at the headquarters plays out, man, it has been an absolute pleasure to watch you two battle it out here in the final few laps. A good 13 or so laps of battling between you and Kevin for that final spot for the checkered flag, but you come out on top. Looking forward into that second round, because we don't have to worry about round 1 anymore for you and your 77 crew. At a round 2, which race sticks out to you, and which one do you think we may see you have a little bit of a struggle on?
Let me take a look at the schedule here quick. Probably Kentucky, because I can't tell the difference between Kentucky and Kansas.
You too, huh?
They're basically
One of them
the same
has
track to
green
me.
walls. One of them has green walls. That's about all I know.
Yeah.
Well, Andrew, again, my man, congratulations on a great run here tonight. Solid all night long, up inside of the top 3 pretty much all night long in all 3 stages, and walking away with the checkered flag. Your second win on the year, coming right when it matters the most. Congratulations here tonight. Before we let you go and celebrate the night away, though, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the shop?
Yeah, absolutely. My team, teammates that came, Kevin and Jeremy Brooks, he was here tonight too. Good run with him. Torque Wrench Motorsports, Scott and Lauren, Dave in the Cave. It's a great broadcast as always. Any friends and family watching, my brother, if he's still awake, it was a great night. We're going to go celebrate.
All right, my man. Well, congratulations and welcome to round 2. All right, there you have it. Andrew Moore, happy to be the kryptonite to his teammate and his teammates' tear as of late. Pine Eye Racing still parking a car in victory lane. The 77 of Andrew Moore walks away with his second checkered flag on the year and secures his spot in round number 2 here in the championship rundown for the Blown Piston Racing League's Clash Series. That's going to do it for us here at the track. We're going to begin to roll up the cords and get ready to head off in the sunset and into next week's race. You can hear already producers hitting those buttons. You know the tunes and sounds. You know that it means we're ready to run down tonight's unofficial race results from Pocono Raceway for the Blown Piston Racing League's Class Series, presented by Banner Construction. Walking away with the checkered flag and two-stepping into round number 2. The 77 of Andrew Moore walks away with the checkered flag. 52 of Kevin Dick grabs all the accolades he can except that checkered flag. The 52 finishes the night back in second. Jimmy McKee rounds out your podium drivers, while Kenny McCullough falls to 4th. Rounding out your top 5 here tonight from Pocono, the 7 of Tyler Davala. Max Williams, Roger Rios, Anthony Keys, Casey Duncan, and Jeremy Brooks round out Your top 10, the 22 of Jason Branch will finish in 11th, 12th place tonight to the 60 of Christopher McCullough. 13, Jim Thorndike, Braden Staub, and John Finley round out your top 15. The 15 Drift King Machine Jacob Drift will finish tonight's race back in 17th with Brendan Fries right behind in 17th. 37 of Frank Reese back there in 18th position here tonight, walking away 19th from Pocono. The 4 of Andrew Moraz. The 81 of Andrew Lutz will finish in 20th, 21st tonight to Anthony Handley. Michael Schaub will finish in 22nd as Scott Wise down in the race control booth. And that's going to do it for your finishing order here tonight from Pocono Raceway. If you haven't already, race fans, show these drivers some love and appreciation. Join us in that push to 3,000 and drop them that thumbs up, click subscribe, smash the bell over there on the right hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, Dave in the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by, whether you're sliding through to say hey, or you are one of the dedicated fans, friends, and family, or maybe even sponsors coming to check things out. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by. Without you, there would be no us. And with that being said, stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and until next time, we'll meet you in Turn 3.